Hey, welcome back. Today I have a highly anticipated by me mold. I probably ordered this thing like 5 weeks ago. I got a 4-inch, and that really determined which brand I went with, which mold manufacturer. So this is from Fat Guys Fishing, and I can't wait to shoot these things. This is the 4-inch Helgi. It's a coreshot. So, I'm super excited about this, guys. So, I'm not going to do a super long intro. Let's get into this because I want to inject these things. So we got the coreshot Helgi mold. So here's what I'm thinking, guys. I'm thinking maybe a transparent watermelon color, and then a straight up red coreshot. I haven't decided if I'm gonna put flake in it. I'm thinking about putting red flake in the watermelon, and then leaving the red just as red colorant. But maybe by the time I get to mixing this stuff, I'll figure out what I want to do. Let's get into it. It's Helgi time! Alright, guys, so I got 1 cup of dead on plastic. It's the swim bait blend, and it's slow sink. I'm gonna do the watermelon color first so I can inject the mold, and it can be cooling off while I do the red color. So after I do basically watermelon red color, right? I'm going to do a different color I got in my mind, and we're going to see how that turns out to be. But let's get this cooking. Alright, so we got our plastic all heated up. I got some micro bubbles in there, so I'm going to mix this coloring in, and then I'll throw it in the vacuum pot. I'm not sure how many drops I'm going to do. So this is going to be one of those figure it out as you go. I'm just going to start off with 15 drops. I think that's good. Alright, I'm gonna put, I don't know, it's about a 1/4 of a 16th of 0.015 red hex flake. I don't want to overdo it, but I do want some red flake to be in it. I'm going to heat this up a little bit more, and I'll throw it in the vacuum chamber, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have the watermelon reheating. I forgot to put oil on these coreshot rods. Alright, she's back up to temp. Let's get this thing injected. So while we got that cooling off, I'm gonna go ahead and start making the red. Alright, so we got our plastic up to temp. Let's go ahead and put some red in here. I'm not gonna really, I guess I could count drops for you guys, but I'm trying to make it opaque. There's 25 drops. Let's see what that looks like. That would probably work, but I'm gonna put 5 more drops in. See what that looks like. So that's 30 drops. I'm gonna leave it at 30 drops. Alright, I'm gonna throw this in the vacuum chamber too. It's got some air bubbles up there, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Alright guys, let's get this thing demolded. It's either going to be awesome or I messed up. We're going to find out. That looks awesome. Let me get this in the mold for you guys. Alright, so I got another cup mixed up. This should be up to temp. Yeah. I'm going to experiment with this one a little bit. Let's start off with 10 drops of orange. Just Lureworks Orange 147. Alright, so we got 10 drops in there. I didn't want to overdo it, but I figured it would take more than 10. Let's do 5 more. So now we're up to 15. That's okay. Now I'm going to put 1 drop of black in it. Alright, so just one drop of Dead on Plastics black, whatever brand you have. need to orange that up some more. So there's another 10 drops of the orange. I'm gonna put a drop of yellow in it. Actually, I'm gonna do 2 drops of yellow. And that was just Dead on Plastics yellow. I'm trying to make this grungy but brighter, if that makes any sense. That looks like it's hot enough. Let's find out. Feels like it. Yeah. Let's go ahead and inject that. Alright, let's get these out of here. Yeah. Honestly, all these little legs aren't that hard to put in. It's just a little time consuming. I think the tails are more of a pain because there's 4 of them and they want to stick to each other. Okay. There you go. Okay, what's the I don't want these. Let's get long. So remember, I was going. Remember, go for something. And it was 19 for at least one of the legs I think this is going to look extremely natural. Or it's going to look like a baby pooped in my hellgrammite. One or the other. I think it's going to look good though. So just to give you guys an idea, I'm planning on fishing these things on a net head, but an EWG net head. So pretty much text posed. I think that's going to be perfect. Just like that. It's hard to do it with a camera in your way. I think that's gonna have awesome action though. Those little legs, I don't know if you see them, but they're vibrating when I'm not vibrating. I'll show you guys how I make the EWG nets in a different video. But let's get this baby crap color, see what it looks like. Come on. There you go. So it's not as dark as I thought it was going to be. So it'd be a lot darker. And you can see it in there, but it doesn't really pop and stand out. It makes that watermelon more brighter. I mean, it's still gonna catch fish for sure. don't know, I kind of like that it brightens up that watermelon. Alright, let's shoot one more and we won't do the core shot. Let's do some blue crawl. I got some remelt. Got some remelt I can do. That'll look good. Alright, so we got some bubbles. Not really bad. I'm not worried about it too much. This is just remelt. And if these don't turn out good, I'll just remelt them anyway, right? Oh. I forgot my glove. It's okay. I made a mess. I just made this. Nice. They're still pretty soft, so I don't want to rip them. Let me cut these off here. I like the heads of them to look nice. There you guys go. That's blue crawl. I will say the only thing I've noticed with this mold, like it shoots great, but if you can see the knobs, you see that one's flush, like the little base of it actually hits. That one is not flush. See how far away it is? There's like a burr in there. Other than that, awesome mold. I can clean that up. I'll run a tap through it. So that's it, guys. That's the 4-inch Helgi mold from Fat Guys Fishing. Shoots great. Besides the one little threaded part in the mold that I'll just run a tap through it and clean it up. Other than that, it's fine. It's not a big deal. But here's our colors for today. Here's our colors for today. You guys let me know in the comments, which one would you fish? 1, 2, or 3? I really appreciate you all watching. Thanks.